In these notes, we're going to find an equation of a line from 2 points. The learning target says I can create equations in 2 or more variables. So we're actually going to just talk about 2 variables, the y and the x. The only equation you know thus far is y equals mx plus b, which is our slope-intercept form. So our answers are actually going to look like y equals mx plus b. From there, we're going to find the slope, just like we're used to. We're going to plug in a slope in any ordered pair into y equals mx plus b. Simplify the m and the x, and then undo that number. And then create the y equals mx plus b equation. So here it says 0.1 and 0.2. That's just another way of saying ordered pair. So I have 3 comma negative 8. I have negative 1 comma 12. Now, just like always, we're plugging in y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So here you should get 20 over negative 4, which simplifies to negative 5. That is your m value. Now the next one says plug in a point and the m value into y equals mx plus b. Now I'm a big fan of highlighting. So my ordered pairs are going to be the y and the x. It doesn't matter which one you choose, as long as you know which one's your x and which one's your y. And then you're also going to plug in your m value. So the y is negative 8 from the ordered pair that you chose. The m is the negative 5 that you found. The x value is 3. So once again, these are from the ordered pairs that you were given. And then this was the m that you found. Now it says simplify m times x. In this case, it's negative 15. Now, if I gave you this problem for bell work, you would add 15 to both sides. And then you would get negative 8 plus 15 is a positive 7. So that's your b value. Now remember, our whole goal is to get y equals mx plus b. So we found our m, we found our b. Now we're just going to put that together. And then that's our equation. Negative y equals negative 5x plus 7. Now you're going to do that the same for 3 comma 9 and 9 comma 21. So then we're going to have 21 minus 9 and then 9 minus 3. 21 minus 9 is 12. 9 minus 3 is 6. Simplify that. You get your m equals 2. Now once again, you're doing the same steps. You're going to get y equals mx plus b. Your m value you just found. And then you're going to get your y and your x with an ordered pair. Now, in example 1, I chose the first ordered pair. I'm going to choose 9 comma 21 to show you that you will get the same answer. So the 2 came from the slope. The 21 was our y value from the ordered pair that I picked. The 9 was the x value that I picked. 2 times 9 is 18. Drop down everything you did not use. 21 take away 18 is 3. So that is our b value. Now remember the I can statement. It says I can create equations in 2 or more variables. I can create an equation in 2 variables. So the 2 variables that are left are the y and the x. We found our m, We found our b. Now notice in example 2, instead of 2 ordered pairs, I gave you a table of values. You get to decide which ordered pair you want. All you need is 2 of them. I'm going to stay away from decimals. You don't have to. You're going to get the same answer if you did the math right. So negative 10 minus negative 9 is negative 1 over 2. That's your m value. It's okay that it's a fraction, so don't be worried if you get a fraction as a slope or even as a y-intercept. That's allowed. You can always check your answer in the calculator. Now remember, we need to get the y equals mx plus b, but we need to use an ordered pair. So I will just use 2 and negative 9. And I'm going to plug that in, just like we did in the first 2 problems. So the negative 9 is the y value from the ordered pair. The 2 is the x value. My slope is what I calculated up above. Negative 1 over 2 times 2 is negative 1. Drop down everything that we did not use. Now we just add 1 on both sides. We get negative 9 plus 1 is negative 8. And that's our b value. So we're going to put it all together. Y equals negative 1 over 2x minus 8. The negative 8 is from the y-intercept. The negative 1/2 is from the slope. Same thing with number 4. You're going to get m equals negative 38 minus negative 30. 5 minus 4. Notice I just picked 2 random ordered pairs. Yours may be different because it was your turn, so it was your opportunity to do it. You should have gotten the slope of negative 8 over 1, which simplifies as negative 8. Now, once again, it doesn't matter which ordered pair you use. I'm actually going to show you. I'm going to pick this ordered pair. So you don't even need to pick the same ordered pair that is on, that you use for your slope. As long as it's on the table, you can use it. So the y value that I highlighted was negative 6. The m that we calculated was negative 8. The x value for the ordered pair was 1. And then we're trying to solve for b, so we don't have that. Negative 8 times 1 is negative 8. To undo a negative 8, we add 8 to both sides. And we're going to get a positive 2. Once again, that's our y-intercept. So put it all together, because the learning target says I can create an equation. So creating equation is y equals negative 8 x plus 2. Example 3, you're going to do the exact same thing. We're not sure where the y-intercept is because it's above 1, so we don't know exactly what number that is. So this ordered pair is 1, 2. This is 5, 5. So then we do 5 minus 2, and then 5 minus 1, which will get you 3 over 4. Now 3 over 4 does not simplify. So that is our m value. Y equals mx plus. So now that we have the m equals 3/4, you're just going to pick an ordered pair. I'm going to pick 5, comma 5. Whenever you have the chance and the x is the same as the y, I recommend choosing that point, because if you're in a rush and you misplace the x and the y, it doesn't matter because they're the same number. So then that's our x, or that's our y, and that's our x. This is our m, just like all the other problems. 3/4 times 5 is 15/4. Now, to undo a positive fraction, we're going to subtract the fraction. Those go away. We're left with b equals, and if you put in the calculator, it's 1.25. Now we need to create an equation, y equals 3/4 x plus 1.25. Now for this, there will be other ordered pairs, more than 2, because the graph is bigger, so it does not matter which ordered pairs you choose. I'm going to choose -2, comma 2. And then I'll choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, comma 1. Or I'm sorry, 8, comma -1. Now it's going to be -1 minus 2. And then it's going to be 8 minus -2. So then we're going to have -3 over 10. Checking to see if I made a mistake somewhere. I feel like I did. So we have -1 minus, I see, right? So notice right here I made a mistake, a very common mistake. It's actually -2, comma 3. So then -3. So this is really -4/10, which if you divide by 2, you're going to get -2/5, and that's our slope. So you can always verify you did your slope right by going down 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an ordered pair. And then keep going, and you'll get to the next ordered pair. So I'm going to choose 8, comma -1. So my y value was -1 equals -2/5 times 8 plus b. Now -2/5 times 8 will get you -16/5. Now to undo a negative fraction, we're going to add the fraction to both sides. So we're going to have -1 plus 16/5. And you're going to get b equals 2.2. So we're going to create our equation with 2 variables. So our m is -2/5, and then our b value is a positive 2.2.